Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dalati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Uttapadakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Shri Visakanvitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpadi Gopesha Gopika Kamta Radha Kamta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Chapatitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Sachidananda Vigraga Anadi Radhir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam Om Tat Sat Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest knowledge. Krishna's mercy, this is the topmost knowledge, the purest knowledge, which we are studying and understanding completely. And Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. Also, we are studying in the 5th chapter, how to purify our soul. The Bhagavad Gita is the purest knowledge, and it is actually, this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is going to purify ourselves, purify the soul. So, Krishna is teaching us that we have to engage all the resources, whatever we have with us, everything in Krishna's service. So that's why in the previous sloka we studied in the 5th chapter, 10th sloka, that everything should be for Krishna. That's what the meaning, that we are able to purify ourselves with this knowledge. So if we are able to do everything for Krishna. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if we only will be able to do that with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, everything for Krishna. So that means in a day, whatever activities we are doing, we have to really, each and every activity, we should think that how we are doing this for Krishna. So all the activities, how we are doing it for Krishna, we should be able to really think about it. Many times we may think that we want to do it for Krishna, but actually we may be doing for ourselves. But that's okay. Even if we think that we are doing it for Krishna, then Krishna will correct our course, correct our direction. That's what Krishna will do. He knows, Krishna knows what he wants. So that way, even if we have that intention, that desire that we want to do it for Krishna. So something we don't know whether we are really, it is good for Krishna or not, but when we want to do it for Krishna, then Krishna will actually will help us to do the things in the right way. Every one of us will be able to experience this in our life. So that because Krishna is actually planning our life. For each and every devotee, Krishna has got plans. So when we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we decide to do it for Krishna, so then Krishna will actually guide us in the right direction. Especially since we are all studying Bhagavad Gita every day with complete faith. So we have so much of faith on Krishna and faith on this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So day by day, when our understanding of this Bhagavad Gita is becoming very clear, we are able to understand everything very nicely. So then we are also able to now think very clearly. We are able to decide what to do also very correctly. Because this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is guiding us. So all our priorities, they will all get aligned only in fulfilling Krishna's expectations. So that's how it becomes in our life. So we will be able to see the future also with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Because Krishna knows our future. But with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we know that we are not the body, we are the soul, and we are in this body, and this body is getting old, and it is going to get diseased, and we are going to die, and all such things we already know that. But all the activities which are doing it for Krishna is taking us to Krishna, so that we will be able to see that. For example, compared to our life at the time of birth and now, even after we started studying this Bhagavad Gita, we are able to monitor the progress. We are able to measure the progress. That is very much possible. So, especially in the quality of our chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and what we are eating also. So, that's also very important. And how much we are eating also. And how much time we are sleeping for Krishna. So, all our day-to-day activities, everything, we will be able to measure it. Because Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita that everything should be done in a regulated way. So nothing should be like high or low, more or less. So everything should be in a regulated way. So that way, when we want to serve Krishna, we should not be thinking that I am serving Krishna, so I have to, I cannot find time to eat good food, good prasadam, or I will not be able to find time to sleep because I have to do a lot of service for Krishna. So all such things we will not say if we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, because we know that sleeping enough is also service to Krishna. That's how we need to think. We should think. So, Krishna is saying that one should not sleep too much, one should not sleep too little. So we should not sleep too little, thinking that I have to accomplish a lot of services to Krishna, a lot of things I have to do. So like that, we should not think that. We should think that if we sleep good, at least 7 hours a day, so that means we are serving Krishna. That is the service to Krishna. That's how everything in our life, our plans and everything will happen. So Krishna's message, that's what we are studying, that we have to use our body, mind, senses, intelligence, everything to purify ourselves, means we have to use everything in Krishna's service. So that means we have to use everything in a regulated way. That's what it means. Because everything has got its own limits. Even our body is also a machine. Our brain is also a very, very intelligent machine. We are talking these days about artificial intelligence and all such things, but where is the natural intelligence? When we are talking about artificial intelligence, then where is the natural intelligence? And what is the real intelligence? In fact, we should also have the word that what is the real intelligence and false intelligence. So the intelligence, what we think that today people who are able to solve some problems are able to think how to solve different difficult problems and all such things. We think that they are intelligent, but that we can call it as material intelligence. But that intelligence is of no use. We should not be even calling that as intelligence. So the spiritual intelligence, the real intelligence, so that is the intelligence that we should be able to realize that we are not the body, we are the soul, and we should not waste this human body. This is a great opportunity, and each and every time is Krishna, because Krishna himself is the time. So aham kalo asmi. So we should utilize all our efforts, resources, and whatever we have, we should put all our efforts and utilize all our resources, everything in Krishna's service. So that way we will be able to get a very, very peaceful mind. So blissful life. So that way we will be able to free ourselves from the bondage to birth, bondage to work in this way. So that is what called the real intelligence. So that comes with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita only. So that way we have to buddhi grahim, athendriyam buddhi. So with buddhi, with intelligence, there is sukham atyantikam yattat buddhi grahim. So sukham atyantikam. So the unlimited happiness, the sukham atyantikam yattat buddhi grahim. We should be able to get such kind of happiness with our intelligence. So if there is no intelligence, then there is no happiness. Because if there is no intelligence, there is no peace of mind. There is no peace of mind, there is no happiness. If there is no intelligence, there is no steady mind. If there is no steady mind, there is no peace of mind. If there is no peace of mind, there is no happiness. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya nacha ayuktasya bhavanaga nacha abhavayataka shanti asantasya kutas sukham. That's what Krishna is teaching. So that way, in order to use the real spiritual intelligence, all the time we should be able to live with the knowledge that we are the soul, we are not the body. So that consciousness should be there all the time, that knowledge. So we are using various skills in our life to execute our tasks every day. Depending upon what kind of work we do, we get a lot of training and all such things, and we get experience. That's why even when we apply for a job, they will look for experience, whether you can do such job or not, whatever job we apply. So like that, we have to gain such experience in using the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita in our life. What we are doing every day, every activity, how we are applying this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, how we are able to focus our mind on Krishna and think about Krishna. All such things are very, very important. So with the Bhagavad Gita knowledge that is happening, so we are understanding, we are able to see the world through the eyes of this knowledge. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we are able to see the world through the eyes of knowledge, jnana chakshusha. So we know that the three modes of material nature are acting, they are controlling everyone. So if someone is upset, we should be able to immediately find out what is the reason for that. We should not get upset if someone is upset, if one of our family members, sometimes for some reason screaming or something. So we should immediately able to, or even our friends or relative or anyone, we should be immediately able to figure it out. That is because of some attachment, that is because of some stress, something which is because of some force, compulsion. All such things are happening with that person. That's why that kind of frustration and angry and all such things comes. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that should not come to us. That's very important. We should be able to control such things. So because we should not be attached to any results. We should be simply attached only to Krishna. So that we are able to already feel. Many devotees have already shared their experience that they are changing. They are able to now think because of this continuous study of Bhagavad Gita every day, because of our constant connection with Krishna, with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So now we are able to feel, we are able to realize that we should not get angry for everything. We should not be, in fact, we should not get angry for anything, because we should be attached to Krishna only. So there should not be any, because Maya is very strong and very powerful, we know that. And it's very, very difficult to overcome Maya. That also we know that from Bhagavad Gita. So once we are freed from Maya, means we are not going to stay here in this world at all. So when the death comes, when we leave this body, then we are not going to come back here at all. But in order to achieve that state, we should minimize all our such kind of issues, problems and everything. And that can happen only when we do all our activities only as an offering unto Krishna. That means literally we have to offer our life to Krishna, do everything for Krishna. And it's a proof that we are doing that because we are very much committed to study this Bhagavad Gita. So that's why we are able to continue this. All of us are very much now enjoying also. we are finding so much of enjoyment, happiness. Because Krishna is saying that this is susukam kartam, so it will bring us very much happiness, susukam kartam. So that we are already able to experience that, we are able to enjoy that. So that kind of happiness, we are already getting it. That's why we are continuing and understanding, studying this Bhagavad Gita, even though it has got only 18 chapters, only 700 verses, but each and every verse, when we repeat again and again, when we chant again and again, we are getting so much of happiness only. We never ever get bored about hearing about what Lord Sri Krishna, our Lord, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is saying. So it's every time when we study, repeat, because we are hearing from Krishna, and it brings us so much knowledge and so much happiness, so much meaning to our life. So that way, this knowledge, what Arjuna also asked very good questions, and what the knowledge Krishna gave in this Bhagavad Gita is very, very clear to us. So now we just have to get ourselves unattached to the results. Anasridaka karma palam. That's what is very meant. And so there was one question, what is that? We should be unattached means, we have to be very careful that we should be attached to Krishna. That doesn't mean that we should be unattached to everything. So that's what is very important. Krishna is saying that Maya Sakta. Maya Sakta means one should be attached to me. So that attachment is very much needed. So only we should not be attached to the material world. Only we should not be attached to the material sense objects. But we should be attached to Krishna. That's why Maya Sakta Managa Partha Yogam Yunjan Madashayaga Asamsayam Samagram Mam Yata Nyasasi Tachruno. That's what Krishna says in the 7th chapter, 1st shloka. So how we should get ourselves attached to Krishna? Maya Sakta Managa Partha Yogam Yunjan Madashayaga. And by performing this yoga, by taking shelter unto Krishna, Yogam Yunjan Madasyaga Asamsayam Samagram Mam Yata Nyasasi Tachrunu. So without any doubt, so to understand about Krishna fully, how to understand about Krishna fully, you hear from me. That's what Krishna is teaching. Only Krishna only can understand about himself. No one can understand. Name Vidugu Suraganaka Prabhavam Nam Agarishayakam. Aham Adirgi Devana Magarishinam Cha Sarvasagam. Yomam ajam anadim cha veti loka maheswaram asammodaga samarthesu sarva papegi pramuchyati. So no one understands Krishna. And anyone who knows that Krishna is unborn, Krishna is anadim, ajam, so he has no beginning, is unborn. So without any confusion, then we will be free from all sinful reactions. That's what Krishna is teaching. But to know about Krishna, he himself is telling Arjuna that, so you hear from me. So Maya Sakta Managa Partha Yogam Yunjan Madasrayaga Asamsayam Samagramam Yathanyasasi Tachrum. And how to do that? Just listen to this Bhagavad Gita. Understand this Bhagavad Gita fully. So Jnanam Tegam Sa Vijnanam Idam Vakshyami Asesataga. Yajnatva Nega Buyonyadi Nyatavyam Avasisyati. So I'm teaching you both Jnana and Vijnanam. So the knowledge, theoretical and practical knowledge, you understand it fully. So by knowing this, there is nothing else is there for you to know. So that way, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us everything what we need to know. So now, in the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we studied that Krishna is teaching us very clearly that we have to do everything only for Krishna. Only as an offering unto Krishna. Brahmanadaya karmani. So that means we should give up attachment to everything else. So Sangam Tekva. So that means we should have attachment only to Krishna, means we should have Sangam Krishna only. So we have to give up the attachment to everything else. So Sangam Tekva Karotya. So that's what we studied. Krishna is teaching us that Brahmanadaya Karmani Sangam Tekva Karotya Lipyatena sapapena padmapatram ivambasa. Brahmanadaya karmani sangam tetva karotya. So we should do everything only for Brahman, for Krishna. So that's why today the entire lecture we were studying that we have to do each and every activity only for Krishna. So that means we have to give up the attachment to the results. So that means we should be attached only on Krishna. That's why Maya Sakta Managapa. So then Lipyate Nasapapena Padma Patram Ivambasa. Then we will not be touched by sins. We will not be bound by the sinful reactions, just like the lotus leaf is untouched by water. That's what Krishna is teaching. So one who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the results unto the Supreme Lord, is unaffected by sinful action as the lotus leaf is untouched by water. Then in the next sloka, what we studied in the last class, in the sloka number 11, Kayena manasa buddhya kevalairindriyairapi yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma suddhaye. So with the body, with the mind, with the intelligence, kayena, manasa, buddhya, we know that indriyani paraniyahu indriyebi paramanaga manasastu parabuddhi yo buddhe paratastu saha. So saha is the atma, the soul. So whereas this indriyani, the senses, indriyani paraniyahu, and the indriyebi paramanaga, so the mind. So the mind is above the senses. And manasastu para buddhi, the intelligence is above the mind. So we have to use the body, senses, mind, intelligence, everything only as an offering unto Krishna. Do everything. So that's what Sangam Tektva Atma Suddhaya means. We have to do everything Brahmanadaya Karmani, as Krishna taught in the previous sloka. We have to do everything as an offering unto Krishna. So then only we'll be able to give up the attachment to the results. So yoginaga karma kurvanti. So yogis should perform their activities. So that way our Atma gets purified. So the yogis abandoning attachment act with body, mind, intelligence, and even with the senses only for the purpose of purification. So if you do like that, what is going to happen? So if you do like this, what's going to happen? If you don't do like that, what's going to happen? That's what in the next sloka Krishna is teaching. In the 12th sloka. In this sloka itself, we already understand that our Atma, our soul gets purified, but Krishna is continuing with that. And also, if you don't do that, what is going to happen? That also Krishna is teaching. Yuktaga karma param tyaktva shanti mapnoti naistikyam ayuktaga kama karera pale satto nibadhyate. So, in the previous sloka we studied, Krishna said very clearly, Krishna actually instructed very clearly that Kayena Manasa Buddhya Kevala Indriyairapi Yoginaka Karma Kurvanti Sangam Tyaktva. That Tyaktva is where is very important. So Sangam Tyaktva Atma Suddhi. So here Yuktaka Karma Palam Tyaktva. That's what Yoginaka Karma Kurvanti Sangam Tyaktva is same as Yuktaka Karma Palam Tyaktva. So that's what yoginaka karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma suddhaye yuktaka karma palam tyaktva. So if we are able to engage ourselves in all the activities without any attachment to the results, then we are going to get peace of mind. So that is the way to achieve peace of mind. There is simply no other way. So the peace of mind can come if we are not attached to the results. We think that if we get the results, we will be very peaceful. So people are losing their peace of mind even before doing the activity itself, whether we will get the results or not. That's what happens. So most of us, when we do, even if you go to write exams or something, we are very nervous and all such things comes or anything because we are scared that we will lose it. So that means we are already attached to the results. So here Krishna is teaching us very clearly that if we give up the attachment to the results, then we are going to get peace of mind. Whereas if we are not engaged that way, if we are attached to the results, ayuktaga kama karena pale sakto nibadhyade. So pale sakto, if we are attached to the results, pale sakto. So that means that is going to bind us. So that is the reason for the bondage. The real bondage, we are bound to this material world. We have got this material body. The soul, Atma, is bound to this material body because we are not giving up the attachment to the results. So once we give up the attachment to the results, so then there is peace of mind comes. If peace of mind, that is the source. So peace of mind is the source of happiness. So Shantim Apnu, Krishna is saying that Asantasya Kutas Sukam. When there is no peace of mind, where from happiness comes? So when we are having the peace of mind, we will get happiness. So the steadily devoted soul attains unadulterated peace because he offers the result of all activities to me. Whereas a person who is not in union with the divine who is greedy for the fruits of his labor becomes entangled. Now the message is very, very clear. So we should never ever get attached to the results of activities. We should be attached only to Krishna. So by Krishna's caused us mercy, we have successfully finished the 12th sloka in the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. So we'll chant 2 rounds of mantra, which will take roughly about 15 minutes. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnana Jana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurume Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. If any devotee has any questions, you can use the raise hand option. Krishna. Looks like Tulsi Vilasa Prabhu is not here now. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna. Ila Mataji, Hare Krishna. R.K. Koil Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you Guruji for a very nice class. I don't have any question for today. Thank you very much.
Prabhu.
So grateful to you. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sangeeta Mataji, Hare Krishna. Srilata Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sravana Mataji, Hare Krishna. Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
I
Krishna.
really had a wonderful class today. And Guruji, one more thing, I realized that today if you work for Krishna, any mistake that you make, he will correct.
Exactly. Yes. He will. If
That
we
is
really
very
think that we
important.
are doing it for Krishna, then he will be.
He will correct
putting
us. So
in the right
whatever
steps.
whatever we think, we are doing right or not, if we just concentrate on that, the fact that we are doing it for him, he only will guide us to the right path.
Krishna will make sure that we will go in the right
And
way.
another very good thing is, Guruji, about the virtual intelligence or false intelligence, as you call it. Guruji, that means that is just good for the body. It's not good for the soul. It's just a problem-solving technique kind of a thing. I understand.
Even it's not good for the body also. People work with that kind of
Yes.
they will get bind themselves more and more. Right?
Of course.
Those simple acts.
It's just to live through life, on another platform where you're going to be unattached. Correct, Guruji.
You need to get real intelligence.
Yes. Very nice class, Guruji. Wonderful class. Lovely lesson. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sravana Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. You understood everything today, Mataji? Everything was very clear to you?
Yes. Sir. Every day listening to Bhagavad Gita. Kinchita Gita is always punya.
Yes. We are listening.
Every
We are
day
hearing.
learning.
Yes. Every day we are very fortunate. Krishna's mercy, we are able to hear what he wants to teach us. We are completely understanding. Yes.
Whatever little we are learning every day. Like
which part of Bangalore?
Probably my understanding is not as deep as others, but whatever little I'm understanding is always helpful and useful for the journey that I am on.
Yes, over a period of time, you will get the complete knowledge, Mataji. This is just a matter of time only. If we keep on listening to this Bhagavad Gita, then everything will become very clear.
Yes, Guruji.
So, which part of Bangalore you mentioned, Mataji? You are from where in Bangalore?
I'm from Bangalore East.
Oh, Bangalore East.
Bangalore East. Yeah, if you're familiar, then it would be ITC Infotech.
Infotech, ITC Infotech. Yeah, to certain extent, I know Bangalore East, Mataji. Like Whitefield, everything part of Bangalore East only, correct? All this
yeah, that's almost outskirts. This is almost in the inner city. Like it's just about a few kilometers away from Central Business District. It is called Banaswadi Main Road. So if you're traveling by train, you will come across Bangalore East as a station.
Yes, I know that station. Yeah, Bangalore East station, yes, I know that.
Yes, just close by.
Then only
actually a cantonment area.
Kayarpuram will come after Bangalore East, correct? It's between cantonment and Kayarpuram, I believe. So I understand.
Yes.
So it's very nice. Yeah, why the reason I ask is that now we are forming like kind of groups in Bangalore, depending upon where the devotees staying, like south, east, like that. So at some point of time in future, if many devotees are there in east also, then we can actually plan to plan a get together like on Sunday, like meeting devotees and like that. We're already thinking about in the south. Maybe I think if it is not very far, you can also join with them when possible on Sunday.
Now, I would like to join this group.
Yes, we are planning on December 11th, Sunday. So if you are able to join that, I will. Anyway, I think we will also form a group on Bangalore East. Then we can keep adding also. So I think your number maybe. I'll check if Sasireka Mataji has your number noted down. Hare Krishna, Sasireka Mataji. Yeah, she must be knowing. I'm good, but I don't know if.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna Shravana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Sasireka Mataji.
I've written it down and I mean, it's on my mobile. I'll pass it on to you, Guruji. I'll WhatsApp it to you.
No, you can. I will create a East group and I do
Guruji.
her into that group. Mataji.
Okay, Guruji. Okay.
So that way we'll keep adding some devotees in East, South. Like we are already planning. Krishna's mercy is already happening, correct? So that way we can keep some more devotees. So that way we'll communicate. So it will be nice, Mataji. We'll all plan. It's all our wish. That's what Krishna is guiding us. As we studied in today's lecture, he is directing us. That's it. Krishna is guiding us. So we will communicate, Mataji. What is the plan when we are meeting? Ravichandran Prabhu, his house is there in Jayanagar. So there only we are planning to meet, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Any other questions you have, Shravana Mataji? Hare Krishna.
Not right now, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sangeeta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Pranam, Mataji.
Yeah,
Hare
today
Krishna.
another lesson learned, and in every class, Krishna is repeating the same thing, that we have to offer the fruits of our action to him. Then only, we will attain peace. That is the main thing. And otherwise we'll get tied down. And more we'll get entangled. That is there. So for everything or any action that we do, that is what I have, the takeaway today. I felt, and it's a blessing attending the classes, so it keeps, we are reminded every day of what we are supposed to do, so that, we just follow the right path towards Goloka. In Krishna's, he and because of his mercy only and his blessings, we are able to attend the classes. Of course, at times I'm not able to attend, but still I go to the through that video of the YouTube.
That's a good thing.
Yes, I'm not able to attend, so thank you a lot, thanks. And no questions. I've understood everything today also. As usual, it was a very nice class. It's a blessing.
In Delhi also, we are planning like a Facebook ad, like what we are doing in Bangalore. So maybe the number of devotees, already more devotees are there in Delhi. It will also keep increasing. Yes, Mataji.
Okay, definitely I'll be there. Yes, I'm there in the Delhi group also.
Yes.
Fine. Yes. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Ram Ram. Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Brinda Jai Singh Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji, I was entering my room, so I thought before I go, thank you for the class. And so you taught us how to purify our soul. Krishna is teaching us by not attaching ourselves, by being more attached to Krishna, Guruji.
That's correct.
So,
that attachment is coming with the knowledge. It's happening. Yes, Madam.
So, Guruji, this purification of the soul, which has been over the many births that we have taken. So, our progress is the only way which tells us that we are in the right direction and we will not react so immediately, even when the other person, as you said, is in a, yes. So at that point of time, for us to be more attached to Krishna and observe the other person acting out of his force, that is compelling him to behave the way he behaves.
Yes, yes. So slowly and steadily we are progressing. So with the knowledge, all such changes will happen. Will automatically happen.
Yes, Guruji, very nice class. Thank you so much. I mean, you are giving us such simple, easy to follow explanation. So inspiring. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Tulasi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Today's class was really wonderful, and yeah, I was really thinking on this aspect. The moment you said, no matter what we plan, God will always have a plan.
Yes.
So if our plan is in sync with God's plan, so that means it is going in a direction like what God wants to do.
God wants. That's correct.
Going in a different direction, then it is obvious that we don't have to get back and see, oh, ek kiya karke.
That is correct. That is correct.
Yeah, today's class was amazing.
In fact, a very good like examples or experience what I have. Like from the beginning, we wanted to expand our class, teach Bhagavad Gita to more devotees and all such things. The desire was there, and now it's happening. Correct? It's whatever is happening right now is a very, very unique thing. It's not that common. Correct? The way how we are able to connect and study Bhagavad Gita every day regularly, and even though all of us are in different places, these things are all we are very successful. So that is. Definitely, it's going in line with Krishna's plan. Yes, Mother.
Very good class, Guruji. I'm really happy after joining this class. I feel myself, there is a change. I'm not telling, over a day I got, transformed. Yes, but there is a little slight.
It is going to happen. It will take a long time to get a complete, very noticeable change. But you are right. There is a change. You will see. Yes, yes, Mother.
That vibration, your chanting vibration, if I'm sure we can't say we can't hang the way you are doing. So, but still, the vibration keeps us. It takes a different level for sure.
Definitely, no doubt. It is Krishna's name. Sound is a very, very important. Sabda is a very, very important thing to have it. So that Krishna's name. So we are chanting, that will have a big impact, no doubt. Yes, very good impact.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I have added you into the Bangalore South group, Mataji. I will send more information. Right now, I didn't send any message there yet, but once we can make that plan final. But right now, we are aiming on December 11th, there is a Sunday. So that day, we will be able to plan to meet there. I will send more details in there. Okay, Mataji?
Definitely, Guruji.
In Jayanagar.
I will look forward. Yeah.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Reshma Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
It was a wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Yes,
doubt as such, but it's good to hear even when somebody asks some questions. So that way also we are kind of gaining the knowledge. So right now, I don't have any doubt as such, Guruji.
Yes.
I've been added to the South Bangalore group, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji, I have added already.
Yes. Thank you so much, Guruji.
So we will plan. So that way, it's only all the devotees, for example, even Tulsi Mataji is also in Bangalore. So many devotees are there.
That's right.
So if all the devotees can now meet one day, then you will be able to even, this satsangam, correct? Satsangam and even chant
That's
together.
right.
It will have a big impact. So that's why we are planning. Especially that
Yes.
meeting Sunday, I want to chant at least 4 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra together, something like that. Yes,
That's wonderful, Guruji. Looking forward. We'll be there.
yes. That way we can. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Sashreka Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
How are you, Guruji?
I'm okay. I'm fine, Mataji. In the beginning only I had some cold. Went to Krishna's message. It was fine. Yes.
Very nice, Guruji. I just wanted a little clarification on 5:11, where it says even the senses. So can you just explain that part in 5:11? In the meaning actually, where it says even the senses.
Yes, Mataji. Even with the senses, the yogi is abandoning attachment. Let me share the screen. Kayena, Manasa, Buddhya, Kevalayir Indriya Api. So, Api means also even Indriya Api. So, Yoginaha Karma Kurvanti. So, now basically, Karma Kurvanti means you are performing the work.
Yeah.
So, senses are very, very strong. Senses, Krishna is saying that Yatatogi api kaunteya purusasya vipaschitaga indriyani pramatini haranti prashabam manag. So, indriyani pramati. So, they are very, very strong and impetuous that they forcibly carry away the mind. So, and indriyanam ki charatam, janmanonu vidiyadi, tadasya harati pragna. So, that way, first thing is that we have to start focusing, controlling our mind. So that's why in the 8th and 9th sloka we studied, Krishna says that Naiva kinchit karometi yukto manyeta tattva. So indriyani indriyaartesu vartanta iti taryan. So at that time, the senses are not with us. The senses are just engaged with the sense objects. Indriyani indriyaartesu vartanta iti taryan. But our mind should not be going after it. So that's what our mind should not be attached. So that's what Krishna is saying there. So here, Indriya Rapi also. So that means slowly when we start using first with our mind, body, and then gain intelligence, then the senses are going to be the last thing, correct? When we want to fully engage in Krishna's service. So that's going to happen as Krishna is saying in the 2nd chapter, 64th sloka. Ragadvesa vimukta visayan indriyaischaran atmavasigi videyatma. So at that time, even the senses also, we will be able to bring it under the control of the self. Vishayan indriyaischaran atmavasigi videyatma prasadam adhikachati. So that way, this sense control is also, that's why here in the translation, and even with the senses. Normally, what this api, most of the time, api or cha also. So also means along with body, mind, senses. So that way it is really that way. Even yes, we don't have to dig too much deep into that to understand.
No, Guruji. I was not focusing on even. I just wanted to understand this part where it says that abandoning attachment, the yogis abandoning attachment, act with body, mind, and intelligence, and even with the senses. So I was looking at the with the senses part. So which means that
yes, you are asking how you are working with the senses. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean when we are abandoning attachment, that means even the senses are under our control. Is that right? And then
they are also exactly.
They are also involved only in working towards Krishna. That's all. Even the senses.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we hear only the good things about. I mean, we hear only things pertaining to Krishna. We will see Krishna in everyone. We will, even in our tongue is going to be used only for praising the Lord. I mean, is that what I mean? I mean, is that what it means? That's what I was trying to understand.
Exactly. Our senses should be engaged in Krishna's service only. All our senses also. That's the correct meaning. Our senses should be engaged. So that's what we are able to. So we should taste only Krishna Prasadam. We should hear only about Krishna. So all such things. Yes, Mother.
Yeah, that's really really very nice. And you're so right. You're so right, Guruji, that when we are, I mean, like Chitrita Mataji said, and like Vrinda Mataji also added, I think it's so right that when we are in this path, and Krishna himself is, when we are, full of devotion, when we are surrendering ourselves to him, and he takes care of everything, especially even if we are slightly deviating, he will make sure that, he course correction he does. So that is the best part about surrendering ourselves, doing Sharanagati and surrendering ourselves completely to him. I think he takes care of everything. So we don't have to.
He takes care of everything.
And he gives opportunities to, do seva, and all that is happening because we are. And I was just thinking, there are times that I don't want to do something, especially being initiated. I would not like to go to some particular, I mean, and it may not be the right thing to say, but I wouldn't want to go to some temples, or I don't actually want to get into all that. For me, it's only Krishna and Narayana. I don't think of anything else. I don't want to. Sometimes there are satsangs, there are bhajans, but they're not the kinds which I would like to attend or something. I'm noticing that it just automatically happens that he creates a situation where I'm not there at all. I'm not in town, something else is happening.
We don't have time, Mataji. That's the main thing. When we are engaged in Krishna, already for you now, so many devotees, you are calling them and adding them into our group, and every day, this is slowly, it's becoming a big service, correct? So we will not find time. So when
when you said that, I mean, he even the slightest doubt in my mind of, I'm not feeling comfortable doing something, he will create a situation where I don't even have to do that. That is what is happening. So I am so, I always feel that he is guiding me in every step, that I don't even have to apply my mind, that he is there. He's creating situations where, I don't have to think, what should I do? To be or not to be, to do or not to do, I don't have to think, So that is the absolute guidance from him. And I feel so grateful. Yesterday, I had to attend a wedding in Rajajanagar ISKCON, in the hall there. And I was just thinking, one of my aunts who had come was just not able to, she was not able to walk also, but my mother's sister, she'd come, and so she was finding it very difficult. And I thought Krishna gave me an opportunity to take care of her, to, support her, to make her walk. Then suddenly she said, opposite the temple, there is a Guruvayur temple also, opposite ISKCON, Rajajinagar. So she wanted to go to see Guruvayur Appan. And so I said, oh, this is a very nice opportunity. Krishna in this form, we'll get to see Krishna. So I took her to Guruvayur Appan temple. And so I was able to have a beautiful darshan of the Lord there, and also do seva for her, because she can't even walk, one has to even put the footwear also for her. So she was saying, oh my God, she's feeling so bad. But I said, this is Krishna's seva. I looked at it like that. And so he's all the time giving us opportunities to do seva. And he's all the time giving us lovely darshans. I mean, what more can we ask?
All of us are going to be very, very busy identifying devotees, and Krishna is not going to make us to sit idle. He will make us to engage in his service a lot. That's what is already happening with us, correct? We are our strength, even in attendance, also increasing. YouTube also, the number of devotees are increasing. It's going to happen. It's going to happen that we'll have thousands of devotees. So then it's a revolution, spiritual revolution. That's what will happen.
I feel very blessed, Guruji. Thank you so much. I feel extremely indebted to you. Thank you so much. Feel very blessed that Krishna's mercy is there. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Ravind Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, wonderful class, wonderful explanation, and so blessed that Krishna has given this mercy to be in Krishna consciousness, at least for this 1 hour. So grateful to you for that, and keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Guruji, this Shashireka Mataji's question on even with the senses. So my understanding about this is there are a couple of things with senses. So there are two types of senses. One is the knowledge acquiring senses and the working senses. So usually what we think is that senses are for sense gratification, and the whole Bhagavad Gita talks about that. But in this shloka, what we are understanding, or at least what I am understanding, is that senses can also be engaged in purification of self. So that is what the yogis do, that even they engage the senses, but not for sense gratification, but to purify ourselves. So that is my understanding. Is that correct, Prabhuji?
Exactly, Prabhu. So mind is when the mind is uncontrolled. That's why Krishna is repeatedly asking in Bhagavad Gita in many shlokas that think of me, manmana, manmaya, all such things. So when we think about Krishna, when our mind comes under our control, then yastvindriyani manasa niyamya arabhate Arjuna. So with that controlled mind only, we can control the senses, regulate the senses. So that means when the mind is controlled, then we can engage the senses in Krishna's service. So like Sachreka Mataji mentioned, hearing about Krishna and tasting prasadam, all such things. So our senses also will be engaged. So that way in Krishna, anything engaged with in Krishna's service is going to purify ourselves. So that way the senses also are utilized, used to purify the self. Yes, bro.
Yes, Prabhuji. So, yeah, there are very specific things that we can do to purify by using senses, which is basically in Krishna consciousness. So, using senses in Krishna consciousness will purify the self or the soul.
Exactly.
So,
yes.
Yeah, so that's so wonderful, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you for the explanation. Wonderful explanation, Prabhuji, and wonderful question, Shashireka Mataji. Thank you, Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to all devotees.
Hare Krishna. Lisa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class today. I really wish the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita brings about a change in the way we look at things and situations in life. Actually, as a beginner, it is very difficult for me to remain detached, especially because I'm very, very attached to my family and my children. I guess it will take time, but slowly I have to totally relax, and I have to, because otherwise every small thing disturbs me so much, because I feel unless and until I do it myself, things will not be okay. But then I have to, especially when Shashireka Mataji was discussing, I realized that it is okay to be concerned, because she was also concerned, and whatever seva she did was for Krishna. So that is what I have to change in myself. It is okay to be concerned about my family, my children, everyone, but the feeling behind it has to change. It has to be totally devoted for Krishna. So if I do it, maybe with, I don't know if I'm correct, if I do it with the feeling of doing it for Krishna, I guess that is the change I have to bring about, because otherwise every small things disturbs us a lot. So I guess it will take a little more time. Being a beginner,
we should fully depend on Krishna. That is what is the main thing. When we say that we are doing it for Krishna, means many things, not only many things, everything is not out of our control. Nothing is in our control. That's what
nothing is in our control. Exactly.
Nothing is in our control. So that way we should fully, completely depend on Krishna. So that means we will leave it to Krishna. He will take care. We don't have to be, we should not be worried. We have to leave everything to Krishna. Then he will do the magic. Krishna knows what is good for us. He will not let us struggle and suffer. He will make sure everything goes smooth. When we are very much willing to please Krishna, serve Krishna. So that way, everything, you don't have to worry. All these small disturbances or concerns, it will not, we don't have to worry for that. We'll just leave it to Krishna. That's what the main thing is, that we have to leave it to Krishna.
Yes, Guruji.
Our problems are Krishna's problems. That's what we need to think.
Yes. So I guess it will happen slowly.
Yes.
It seems to be a little hard at this moment,
Yeah.
but then
It will take over a period of time. Yes, Mataji.
With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, it will surely happen.
Exactly. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that's definitely going to happen. No doubt about it.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Krishna is already planning for us. He has already got plans. So it will happen, Mataji. Yes. When we engage ourselves in his service, especially identifying the devotees and giving them this knowledge, then we will not have time to worry about anything else, Mataji.
Yes, and I'm so happy so many of the people whom I know have joined, though they are not able to attend the live session. They are all in
following
the WhatsApp
YouTube.
group.
Yeah.
Yes, and they are watching the YouTube, and especially my vice principal from my school and some of the teachers, they have all joined, but because they're still working, so at 8:30 they are not able to join, but they are all watching the videos. So I'm so happy.
Very nice. It's a very excellent service, a great service you are doing, Mataji. And I think, as I mentioned to you earlier, some day maybe I can call you when you are free. I have some ideas how to serve Krishna, because it's again Krishna's service only. But this teaching is the best service through which we can actually serve Krishna also in a very nice way. So we'll discuss.
We will definitely, Guruji.
Yes, Madhu, because of your experience, knowledge. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Pranam.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Citrita Mataji, Hare
Hare Krishna, Guruji, sorry for interrupting. Guruji, going what Ravin Prabhu and Shashi Mataji were just saying, like when it comes to a feeling, which is perhaps not so tangible, because, okay, if it rains, I can say that this is Krishna landing on me. But when it is otherwise, we have to feel his presence. Is it, Guruji? Is it correct? We have to feel
Krishna's presence should be felt. Krishna is saying that tapamyaham aham varsham nigrganami utsrijamicha. So I am the heat, I am the rain. So I withhold and send forth. Nigrganami utsrijamicha. So I withhold and send forth the both heat and rain. So Rasogam apsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasu suryayo. So I am the taste in the water and the light in the sun and moon. So punyo gandaga prithivyam cham tejas chasmi swabhavasam. So I am the fragrance in the earth. So like that, Krishna is everything. We should be able to see Krishna in everything. So that is the main thing. We should not be glorifying somebody is doing great, is really something. That is because of Krishna, not because of that person. So that's what we should be. We are, without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are giving such kind of credits to the individual. But that is not the right thing. Everything, all the credits goes to Krishna only.
And another thing is, the next level is when you're walking through a dark, empty corridor, even there you should feel his presence with you.
Exactly.
Correct?
He's there everywhere. He's there. He's inside, outside, Bahir, Andascha, and Surasta, Antike, Chatat. So he's very, very far away and he's very, very close. So Krishna is Anoraniyamsam Anusmaredega. He's smaller than the atom. So yeah, that's how we need to remember him. Yes, he's there everywhere.
Assuring, so really lovely, Guruji. Thank you so much. I wanted to. It is difficult, but it is possible to think that he's holding your hand all the time.
Exactly. Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. We have a great opportunity. Definitely, we are in the right place. We are studying Bhagavad Gita. Later, at some point of time, we'll be able to study Srimad Bhagavatam. We'll be able to chant together 16 rounds. There is so much of things. Service is always going to expand and increase. Already now. I don't know if Timir Prabhu or Tulsi Vilas Prabhu already started, but maybe you will be getting numbers to talk, correct? All those things also are there. Maybe you should talk with Sashireka Mataji to get some more ideas how we need to do this.
She's been very kind and helpful. She's recording also. So anyway, Guruji, I'm sorry, Guruji, for interrupting the class.
Yeah, no problem. I have unmuted Sachrika. Sachrika
Chitrita Mataji and I are good friends without meeting each other. So, yeah, Hare Krishna Guruji. Yeah. So I've told her, I've sent a recording of what I explain to the devotees when I talk. What are the points that I cover in the 10 minutes that I talk to them? So even before she can start, at least she has an idea of, she can frame it in her own way, but she has an idea of what I say. So I sent that to her. And in fact, it has been very useful. That recording has been useful because there are times that people have now of late, there are some devotees who've told me that they are unable to give time to attend to a call. But they're interested and they would like to know. So sometimes it is very difficult to type out the whole thing. So I have just sent that audio recording to them and said, okay, listen to this. And if you have doubts, come back to me. And I'm also now planning to put it in writing once for all and save it somewhere, so that if somebody says that send me on text, I should also be able to send them on text. So these are though I would personally like to talk to them, but sometimes they have, like there was one devotee who wanted to have it on text. In fact, that was what motivated me, because she is slightly hearing impaired and she wants to join she's just come out of a brain surgery, and she says, I'm not even able to hear the audio. So I thought, let me put it on text because she can read. So at least I thought that will help her. She'll get an idea about the class. Even when I speak, she can't, she's unable to hear properly. So she says it's a little difficult, and she's just coming out of brain surgery. She's had a very tough time. So, but she's very keen on joining.
Yeah.
So we should encourage, I always believe that if somebody is truly interested, then we should do whatever we can to make sure that they get this knowledge, isn't it, Guruji? So that is
Krishna will guide us. Now we will have many. It's going to expand, no doubt. We will have many devotees. Every city will have, all the devotees will identify, and so there will be a time we will have even many more devotees joining and chanting and together. A lot of wonderful future. There is bright future in serving Krishna.
So Chitrita Mataji doesn't have to, she'll do a great job, I'm sure. Because we are doing it. We are doing it for Krishna. No way we can make a mistake there. We were doing it for him, and like today we learned, if we make a mistake, he'll correct it. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Chitrita Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shashi.
Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
It was a very nice conversation to hear the things, actually.
Yes,
I was so happy to hear that. Whatever we do, that we think that it is for Krishna only, means then every work will become puja. Like that I felt. What works means for whomever we do some service, that also will become puja. That also for Krishna only.
Everything is connected with Krishna. Everything. If you sit for Krishna, stand for Krishna, like that only. That's why Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita that whatever you do it for me. Karosi tat kuruso madarpanam. So whatever you do it as an offering unto me. That's what
in our
says.
Whole lifetime, if we do, means at the deathbed, that Antyakale Visheshataha they tell now, means at that time, if we do like this, means practice, at that time this will be possible, means 100% I felt like.
Exactly. He will take care. He will make us to remember him at that time, no doubt. We will. People sometimes ask the question that what will happen if a person dies in an accident or something, what will happen and all that and all, we don't have to worry. When we are ready to go to Goloka, how to remember him, that Krishna will take care. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Guruji, it was very nice, Guruji too. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for that.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Dandavad Pranams Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare.
Thank you, Guruji. आपका हाथ मेरे सिर पे. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Palniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Today's class also very much important. Anyway, many devotees spoken about many things. All are interesting. Anyway, thank you, Guruji. No question from me. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You are leaving tomorrow, Prabhu?
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. We have a Krishna conscious like to
Yeah,
sing it. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you.
Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Guruji Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. And it is really a morning motivation class. For throughout the day, the morale is very high. And really, if there is any break or anything, we will continue. And it's a very highly motivating lecture in the morning.
Yes.
And thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. I just wanted to ask you one thing. Suppose as per your this thing, 16 rounds of chanting has to be done in a day, and somehow in the morning, no, that 2 hours, no, sometimes may not be possible. So throughout the day, how you can manage for this? For every 1 hour,
you
after 2
have
hours,
time,
it is 15.
You allot some time, do it 4 rounds together or something like that. It's all depending upon time management only, how you are planning. So that way, you can doing it in the morning is the best thing to do. But if that is not in the Brahma Muhurta time, otherwise we can plan like that as well.
Throughout the day, at least sometimes we can spend and we can complete that 16 rounds at least.
Yes, not a problem.
It is better that you should do it in the morning itself than that that work
It's
is over.
nice. If it's better, if you are able to do, then that is the way to do. But if you are not able to do unavoidable reasons, then this is other.
Okay, Guruji. It is better to do it in a continuous 2 hours chanting. That will give more purification of the soul.
Positive, yes.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Anyway, Guruji, day by day, little by little, and this small step, some progress, we are making it. And thank you so much. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Chandrakanta Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
As
Krishna.
usual, it's an interesting Krishna conscious class, Guruji. Actually, regarding chanting, what Mohan Prabhu was asking, even if we have time also, initially it may be difficult for us to sit and concentrate and all. That's what my personal experience, Guruji.
Yeah, I remember.
I started with 1, 2, 3 like that. Over the gradually, we have to reach 16 to sit for 16 rounds. Otherwise, at that time, if we try hard, then
same day. Yeah, you are right.
Strenuous, Guruji. That's what I wanted to tell Mohan Prabhuji, because even if you have time also, it is very difficult to focus. We will not hear the mantra only, first of all. Listening, I was asking many questions to you. Like,
I remember very much. Yes, we discussed it.
Whether in the ear, whether in the heart, where to hear. This is a basic question. Here means where to hear. We do not know. All those confusions will start coming, Guruji. Then slowly everything will fade away. I don't know, automatically everything will fade away. This is why. Then once you reach 16 rounds, it would be very interesting, Guruji, and it will become an addiction. Naturally, it will become an addiction.
Exactly.
Without chanting, whenever we miss, we really feel we miss something.
Yes.
So when you gradually do it, then it will become a real addiction. That's what I wanted to tell Guruji. It's very interesting, Guruji. Very nice, Guruji. As you told, it's all Krishna's mercy. We are all here and listening to Bhagavad Gita. Very nice, Guruji. Very nice, Guruji. I don't know what to tell. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you,
Thank
Guruji.
you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for wonderful class. Every day what we are learning, it's very precious.
Yes, Mataji.
We make use of this knowledge.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. It's very, very, like we are 1 in 1,000, 1 out of 1,000. That's the main
Yes,
thing.
Guruji.
So that's, we are very fortunate. Krishna's mercy.
Yes, certainly.
We are in the right.
We should live with our proper consciousness with Bhagavad Gita knowledge.
Yes.
This class is so important, Guruji. Daily we can progress on the path of.
We are able to continuously make progress. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
On the right path, Guruji.
Exactly. And Krishna is setting us in the right path. No problem.
Yes,
No
Guruji.
problem.
Really, Guruji, I feel that transformation is there.
Yes, Mother. We have now more opportunities to please him. We will definitely succeed.
Yes, Guruji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you so
Hare
much, Guruji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah,
Hare
I
Rama.
took a little break. I came out. I could able to interact. Yeah. So it's very nice, Guruji. I think all Mataji, Prabhuji, they are giving their experience. There are a lot of transformation is happening all around them.
Yes.
That is very, very important. Yeah. So whatever we do, see in this particular Bhagavad Gita, or the bhakti towards Krishna, we should not be selfish. That is the important thing. So as a Guruji, you are not become selfish. So bringing that prasadam to everybody, that is the greatest service to the society. We also together, we have to bring those environment atmosphere so that, that Krishna automatically come into our soul. So we are trying inch by inch. So there is no superior bhakta or inferior bhakta. Whether I could able to chant 1 lakh time or 2 lakh time, that is not important. How is it is important is how much I am focused, how much I am devoted to the act together this by detaching ourselves from materialistic life. So slowly we are regaining those kind of a strength, understanding.
Yes.
So we will reach, we are slowly going to reach our goals. That is what is important. And we are progressing, Guruji. That is my independent opinion. We are progressing every day.
We are making a good progress. Yes.
The progressing is happening all together. That is that electric environment is happening.
We are living at the right time now that everything is very very convenient for us to connect ourselves, to even to chant together. A lot of wonderful things we are able to do now. Krishna's music, the technology helps us a lot.
Exactly. So that is what Guruji. I think Palnipan Prabhu has not spoken it. I think.
No, he has no questions today. I already spoke with him. Yes,
okay, I did not. Acha. So I
Yeah,
did not notice.
Yes,
Okay, we will catch up before this Saturday.
We will, as I was updating to some devotees in Bangalore, like December 11th, Sunday, we will be meeting in Ravichandran Prabhu's house. Prabhu.
Yeah. And also, Guruji, I am also completing my 60th Purti day on 20th, my Swadi Nakshatra. So
nice,
I will try to do something on this week or anything. So I will also try to organize something.
Yes, Krishna.
Because I am not going to celebrate in a great manner doing all this thing. So slowly, when we are connected with Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is important.
Krishna, yes.
So he has given me this much of life. And also he connected me with you, with all Prabhuji, Mataji. So that itself is a great gift for me.
There is no doubt.
So I will tell Palnipan Prabhuji, if anything has to be done, I will try to do this, Guruji. and I will update.
Malipan Prabhu is not going to be in Bangalore for about a month. Tomorrow is leaving for Singapore.
Yes, yeah. He suddenly, correct. After Karakudi coming, he told. So suddenly he developed and he got the visa and all. Yeah, 1 month he is going. He told me. Yeah. Yes. So let us see how best we can do. So December is a very precious month. Normally till last year.
Gita Jayanti also is coming. I don't know exactly which date it is.
Margari Masam. Ipo nama Kartika Masam. So the
Masana Marga Sirsho Aham. That's what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Of all the months, I am the Margali.
So whatever a small movement towards him always brings a good deed, good this thing. So results are with him. Thank you, Guruji. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Guruji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Really wonderful lecture, wonderful listening, wonderful experiences from the devotees.
Yes.
And today's sloka is also leading us towards Krishna consciousness. Again, reiterating what to do, what not to do. Really wonderful feeling, wonderful experience.
Yes.
Thank you for all this. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram.
Pranam,
Sunit
Guruji.
Srinivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Dandavat
Hare
Pranam, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.